barbecue at a one-time only value. That's the thing. When I say twist and slide, you can twist that bone, slide it right off of the meat from Corky's in Memphis, Tennessee. But you don't have to make the trip. You don't have to stand in line that goes around the block, etc. And we've got Jimmy Stovall here. He's the one who runs the restaurant and has for many years. He's also won many awards for barbecue competitions. And one of the things you need to know is that the apple barbecue sauce that is on half of these, we rarely do it. We only do it maybe once a year and in the summertime. Well, here's what you're going to get. First of all, welcome, Jimmy.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thanks for coming up to
Absolutely.
PA. You're going to get 3 one-pound racks for $69.98. Normally it would be $85. So we are saving you $15. This is the apple barbecue. They're going to look exactly the same. It's just a matter of the taste. And then this is the honey barbecue. Again, you're getting 3 racks. Each rack is a pound. And so if you figure each person eats about a half pound of ribs, that's 6 meals right there,
That's right.
6 servings for the whole thing. And again, you're getting this price tag only during this show. When this show ends at 7 p.m. Eastern, that price is gone. It goes up, and you want to get it while you can.
Yep.
First of all, the smell is incredible, but you have to tell everybody what makes your ribs winners that win competitions all the time.
Yep. So first of all, Corky's, you know, we're a family-run barbecue restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee, the barbecue capital of the world. And so when you get our ribs, they are done the old-fashioned way. They are slow smoked to perfection, 5 to 6 to 7 hours each rack over real hickory wood and charcoal. These are not steamed or cooked in an oven. These are in true smokers, just like we do in our restaurants.
Yeah,
And
look
then,
at that.
look at this. We start with the finest quality meats. So when you look at these baby backs,
So
that is the
tender.
finest cut of ribs that you can get. And you see that beautiful smoke ring, that pinkness right there, that's that smoke ring. That's where all that flavor is.
Yeah.
And then we hand cut them into 1-pound portions. Truly, there's no automation. This is all done the old-fashioned way. Real pit masters. Our pit masters know great ribs. That's that apple.
I was just going to say, I got the apple. I had no idea which one was
Isn't that
where.
good?
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That is like a Granny Smith apple added into the barbecue. It's sweet.
Yep.
It's tangy.
The apple
And it's
is
so
yeah,
good.
we rarely do the apple.
Wow.
And I love it because it reminds me, it has a nostalgic flavor. It reminds me of apple butter. So if you're familiar with that
yeah.
great apple butter, it has that, but then it's got the savory, smoky notes to it. But it goes perfect with pork. You know, that great hickory smoked pork, and then that great apple flavor. We rarely have those that sauce.
Oh my gosh.
And when we do, I want to do it for the summertime. And again, it's all about that meat. Whether you like apple, that apple sauce or that honey sauce, it's all about that fantastic rib meat. Look at that.
Here's the thing. Honestly, if you have had Corky's before and you love their honey barbecue, you got to try that apple one. But if you're like, well, we don't really like apples, okay, get the honey barbecue, because you know what? That's what they're famous for too. But this apple one, wow, that is just like you taste the apple flavor immediately. Like I said, there's a sweetness, there's a tanginess to it.
And it's not,
the meat melts in your mouth.
And
you
it's
hardly
not overly
have to chew
sweet.
it.
It's not overly sweet.
No,
it has
not
this
at all.
perfect balance of the sweet and the savory.
The tang.
Yeah, the tangy. And but the main thing is the baby backs. Let me show you this. This is one that I haven't cut into. Look how much meat. This is the baby back difference right here. Look how much meat, even on the very last bone. Look at this. Look how much meat is on that very last bone. And you know, it doesn't, we trim them to perfection so they're squared off. They're loaded with meat, which is what you want when you're eating ribs. And then they are sauced, individually cut into these 1-pound packages. And then, you cut them, heat them up, 350 in your oven for about half an hour. I cover them with foil.
Here's the package.
Oh yeah, that's how they come.
Let's just show.
Yeah.
You'll get 3 of these packages because the ribs, 1-pound ribs, rib rack is in there with the sauce. Like, you know how when you get to the bottom of the toothpaste tube, you roll it to get every bite? Well, I roll my bags because I want to get every drop of sauce. Which one are you going to try, honey?
Let me tell you something.
Honey or apple?
I am so excited that you all sent me an apple to try because I've had the other ones and I had not tried the apple barbecue.
Wasn't that
Are you familiar with
amazing?
apple butter? Do you know?
Yes, I know about apple butter.
That.
My husband's from the South,
Okay,
right?
good.
So listen, this is what I did.
Yeah.
We had company coming over. I said, don't open those ribs. Those are for you and I.
That's right. Don't share them. Don't share them.
So bad.
They're special.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
That's okay.
Because they're so good.
So
when
amazing.
I tell you these, okay, let me. I haven't tasted this one. So.
I mean, that's the
While
apple
you're
right
tasting,
there. Yeah.
I'm going to give a quick update. Okay, we started with 1,600 sets. If you want the honey barbecue, 450 sets
gosh.
left. Oh, I'm sorry. Does that say the apple? This is the honey up here. But anyway, 450 sets left. You're getting 3 pounds, 3 racks of rib. If you want the apple choice, fewer than 500. And we bring in a little more of the apple because of the fact that we don't do it hardly ever. So we brought in a little more, but don't wait. I mean, seriously. And there is no combo. However, it is a one-time only price.
No auto delivery?
No auto delivery on this one. And so if you want this price, which is, let me tell you, the lowest price you're going to see for the next 3 months, July, August, September. I mean, not till maybe October. But the fact is, even then, might not be. But the whole thing is that if you wanted to get a pack of each, then you would have 12 servings.
Yes.
And you could have the whole kit and caboodle, the whole neighborhood.
That's right.
Possibly 12 servings.
Yeah,
Possibly.
well,
It
that's
depends.
true.
And just like you said, don't share them.
Don't share.
Look, they're not watching.
No
they're not
sharing.
watching.
But these are everybody's favorite size, these 1 pound racks, because we've taken the extra time to cut these into these 1 pound portions, and you see how thick and meaty they are.
Right.
And that is truly the Corky's and the baby back difference, is each baby back is loaded with meat. It is slow smoked to perfection, has all that great flavor, and then it's sauced. So all you are doing truly is heating and eating, and you get that same experience as if you were in our restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee. And that's what's important to us.
I just said to Jimmy, I said, how was your weekend down there in Memphis? He said, busy.
That's right.
He said people were sending me pictures of the lines that were going 2 blocks down the. I mean, who stands in line for an hour to get
Especially
in?
in the heat.
Unless the food is
I mean, the line was down the
amazing.
street.
Unless the food is amazing.
And you
Worth
know,
the
it's our
wait.
40th anniversary this year at Corky's, and it was my 30th anniversary at Corky's on July 4th. That was my first day.
Anniversary.
Crazy. Yeah, I was
years.
crazy enough to stay on the busiest day of the year. But it truly is authentic barbecue. This is not just meat that someone put barbecue sauce on and calling it barbecue. In Memphis, it's all about the authenticity, the slow smoke to perfection, the quality of the meat, and then the great sauce. And all you're doing truly to have that same experience, the aroma, the flavor, the taste, as if you're in our restaurant, is heating it up in the oven for half an hour. That's
So
it.
you want to actually thaw them ahead of time.
You thaw them in your fridge
because you don't
overnight
want to
or-
have to
that's what I
cook
do.
them very long.
That's
So
right.
get them to room temperature really as best you can, and then put them in the oven. Or I mean, if you've got a Ninja cooker, you throw them in
That's
there
right. Yep.
and put it on low and walk away and come back in a half an hour, and
that's that honey
your
right
ribs
there.
are ready.
That's right.
That honey is good too.
Isn't that good?
Oh my gosh,
I know.
so good.
Actually,
I love that
forgot
it's
to
not like
taste the
super,
honey.
super sweet.
No.
Yeah.
It's just because
Just a hint of honey.
the main thing in barbecue is you want to paint that picture and layer in those
Right.
flavors.
Yeah.
So the honey, it's our original sauce, and we've added just a drop
I
of
love
honey,
that.
so it gives a little hint of the sweetness.
Yeah.
And then you've got the smoky, the tangy. It's got all those flavors in there, and it goes perfectly with the smoky meat.
Mary Beth said it best. You got to get one of each.
Yeah.
You got to
That's
just get
right.
one of each.
That's right.
Or if you can only get one, get the apple. Okay, here's a quick update. We started with 1,600 sets. If you want the honey barbecue, 275 remain.
Oh my gosh.
Remember, you're getting 3 racks right there. Each one is a pound. If you want the apple, fewer than 300 remaining. And I'm going to remind you, probably besides the fact that this is so good and so easy to heat and eat. I mean, it's already cooked for you.
Yep.
But here's the other thing. I'm going to be up front with you. It's normally $85 for the 3. And I know, I mean, even my daughter and I went grocery shopping the other night, and she looked at me, she pulled something out, and she's like, Mom, look at the price of this.
Know.
I said, I know, honey, food is expensive.
It is.
And I get that. But here's the way I said to her. I said, pick the better foods and pay the price.
That's right.
It's like, don't buy junk. Don't buy the
Right.
stuff that's so cheap that it's just, ugh. You know, that's not good.
Right.
Buy the good stuff, pay a little more, and you don't have to eat so much.
And
you know
actually
what I mean?
enjoy it. You know,
And
that's the
enjoy
thing
it.
is, you
Yeah.
know, there's you know, food, you can cook something that's just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're sitting down for a meal or you want to have an experience, there's a difference in just eating something real quick or
Right.
having an experience.
Yeah.
And when you're having Memphis ribs from Corky's at your
Mm-hmm.
house where you know, had them shipped in from Memphis, Tennessee, and you heat it up and you get the aroma in your kitchen and you take that bite and that sauce is all over your fingers just like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You're truly having a great barbecue experience, and that is different than just picking something up to eat.
That's for
It
sure.
really, really is.
I'm
That's the
telling you,
difference.
this is so very, very good. We don't just say that. I mean, it's the best. I love your pulled pork.
Yeah.
I love your pulled chicken.
Yep.
We have it at our house. It's so great. But these are the actual baby back ribs. We started with 1,600. If you want the honey, 150 remain.
Oh my gosh,
If
thank
you
y'all.
want the apple set of 3, fewer than 200 remain. If you want to get one of each, you can do that. That's up to you. But this price goes up in about an hour and 45 minutes, and it's the lowest price you're going to see for the next 3 months. That's truly, seriously, until about October, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Jimmy, thank you.
Thank you.
All
Go
right.
enjoy it.
All right. Sounds good. I'm going to be back with something from Egg Harbor, and it's actually a brand